Hello everyone, I am Sai Jatnya. Welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this video, I'll be talking about the recently launched mobile phone today, Realme 7 Pro device. So in this video, I'll be discussing the initial impressions and specifications of the Realme 7 Pro. So let's see whether the actual price is doing this justification for the specifications it is offering in the Realme 7 Pro device. And if you're watching first time this channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also to check the links in description for the various list of smartphones which I reviewed in my channel. So first thing is, friends, you notice the price as well. It's quite a huge price, 20,000. So it's slightly higher range to the mid-range segment. So usually I would consider the mid-range mobile phones close to 15,000, but it's close to 20,000. So for this kind of 20,000, what are the things doing actual justification for the Realme 7 Pro? And let's see what are the initial impressions about this mobile phone, which I feel so for the best improvements when you compare with the previous model Realme 6 Pro device. So the first main important key highlight point is a 65 watt fast charging. This is a foremost best thing for the Realme 7 Pro device, 65 watts in the mid-range segments. So I never expected this to come very soon. So I thought it would be taking a little bit kind of 1 year more extra to achieve this kind of price range with this kind of speed. But the Realme is so good in terms of bringing this fast charging as soon as possible to the mid-range segments. So 65 charging is pretty good deal for this kind of price range, 20,000. So also the battery is not a major improvement, but at least there's a little bit of improvement, 4500 mAh of battery, so which is also a good thing. So this is the main first advantage with the Realme 7 Pro device, which I mainly like. And next is regarding the camera. The camera is of 2nd Gen 64 megapixel. I did watch the live event of the Realme and they highlighted a lot of things regarding the camera. I'm not sure, so I need to test in the real life situation, is it reaching to that expectations or not, because in camera there are so many shots you can take with, for example, ultra nightscape video as well. So during the night time also you can use a very good video. So there is so many things are going on. So first is the most interesting thing is this shot you can take using the Realme 7 Pro device camera, similar like these shots as you can see, friends. And even there is a stereo mode as well, so during the night time you can take this kind of sky lights as well. And here they compared the 2nd Gen 64 megapixel versus a 108 megapixel lens. So they mainly focused on 10x zoom, which has capabilities in the 2nd generation 64 megapixel lens. So that is what I did notice during this live event. 10x zoom, which is present in this 64 megapixel main camera lens in the Realme 7 Pro device. So camera can be the second priority for me, so in terms of what are the things I like about this phone. And third is a Super AMOLED panel. So finally the Super AMOLED panel is back into that Pro series. So before in the 6 Pro we didn't have the Super AMOLED, we got only IPS LCD, but finally we got a Super AMOLED display. So seriously, if you ask me which phone would you choose, higher refresh rate with IPS or normal 60 Hz with a Super AMOLED, I would definitely choose the Super AMOLED panel. So this is another main advantage with this mobile phone. And there are other things like dual stereo speaker setup, as you can see, friends. So there's dual stereo speaker setup, which is already found in the Realme X2 Pro device, which I'm using for a very long time, which is very good with a dual stereo sound setup. So definitely if I get hands on with this Realme 7 Pro, I'll definitely try to compare with the Realme X2 Pro as well. So having the 65 watts charging, good camera, and the dual stereo speaker setup and Super AMOLED panels. Even the phone is very light, I guess 184 grams, and very thin as well. So that is also another advantage. But only thing which is lacking is the processor is a 720G, which we already know about that processor, which is not that so good for this kind of price range. I did expect to launch with a 765G. If the phone has 765G, then this will be the perfect killer mobile phone for this kind of price range. I have no problems, but only because of this processor I am little bit confused whether I can suggest this mobile for most of the users or not. If you're a normal person who likes to use a mobile phone as a daily usage, not heavy gaming, then definitely this phone will be the best option for you all. So thank you for watching this video till now, and see you in the next video for more comparison videos with other smartphones, which I'll be doing in a couple of next days as well. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye.